Hello and welcome. This lecture is based on finding square root of any digit number using duplex method. The technique of finding square root of any number is also called Vargamula. Before finding the square root of any number, first of all we have to find number of digits in square root of given number. Pair the numbers in groups of 2 starting from right to left. If from the leftmost side a single digit is left, it is also counted as one group. Now number of digits in the square root of a given number will be same as the number of groups. We will start from the right side. This is first group, this is second group. Since there are two groups, that means there will be two digits in the square root of this number. Let's start from the right side. This is first group, this is second group, this is third group. Now there is a single digit left. We will mark this also as a group. If from the leftmost side a single digit is left, it is also counted as one group. So this is also counted as one group. Now there are four groups in this number. That means there will be four digits in the square root of this number before decimal place. Now in this number also, we will start from the right side, making groups of two numbers each. This is first group, second group, third group, fourth group, and this is fifth group. Since there are 5 groups, that means in the square root of this number, there will be 5 digits. So before starting finding the square root of any number, first of all we have to pair the numbers in groups of 2, starting from right to left. For applying duplex method, we will be needing the squares of first 10 natural numbers. So these are the squares of first 10 natural numbers, and a perfect square number cannot end in 2, 3, 7 or 8. Means if last digit of any number is 2, 3, 7 or 8, then that number cannot be a perfect square. Let's try to find out the square root of this number using duplex method. First of all, we will pair these numbers in groups of 2, like this. Then we will partition the first group like this. We will look for a perfect square number which is less than 32. Now 32 lies between 25 and 36. These are two perfect squares. So 25 is the perfect square which is less than 32. And the square root of 25 is 5. We will write this square root of 25 over here and twice of this square root over here. Now the whole technique is based on subtraction and division alternatively. From this 32, we will subtract this perfect square number which is less than 32. So if we subtract 25 from 32, this will give us 7. We will write this 7 before the next dividend number. So next dividend number is now become 74. Because we have already done subtraction, now the time for division. So now we have to divide 74. And the divisor is here, 10. Now 10 can divide 74 7 times. 4 is the remainder. We will write this remainder 4 before the next dividend number. Now because we have done division, now the time for subtraction. Now after first division, whenever we have to subtract duplex of the numbers after this second bar, after this bar. Since there is just one number 7 after this bar, so we have to subtract duplex of 7 from 49. And we know that duplex of a single digit number is square of the number. And square of 7 is 49. So we will subtract 49 from this number, which is giving us 0. That means nothing is left except 0. Since there are two groups, so there will be decimal after 2 digits. So 57 is the square root of this number 3249. Now let me explain you the technique again. First we write the number and we group them to 2. Then we draw partition separating first group from rest of the numbers, and we find a perfect square less than the numbers in the first group. Since 25 is the perfect square number less than 32, we write square root of 25 over here and double of this number, double of this square root of 25 here. Now this will become divisor for the calculation. Now if we subtract 25 from 32, we get 7, and we place this 7 before the next dividend number. Because the technique is based on subtraction and division alternatively, and we have done subtraction, so now time for division. That means 10 will divide 74. Now 10 can divide 74 7 times, and 4 is remainder. We will place this remainder before the next dividend number, 49. Because we did division just now, now time for subtraction. And whenever we have to subtract, we will subtract duplex of the numbers after square root number. Now there's just one number after 5, that is 7. So duplex of 7 is 7 square. We know that duplex of a single digit number is its square. So we will subtract 49 from this number. So if we subtract 49 from this number, we get 0. That means nothing is left. So this is 0, and because there are two groups, we will place a decimal after 2 digits. So 57 is the square root of this number. Now let's find out square root of this number. Again we will group them. Now there are two groups, so that means there will be 2 digits in the square root of the number. Again we will draw a partition to separate first group from rest of the numbers. Now we have to find a perfect square number which is less than 40. Because 36 is the perfect square number which is less than 40. So we will take the square root of 36. We know that square root of 36 is 6. We will place this square root of 36, 6 over here, and twice of 6 at this place. Now 12 will be divisor for this calculation. Now we will subtract 36 from 40. This will give us 4. We will place this 4 to next dividend number. Now next dividend number is become 49. Now this is subtraction. So now time for division. Now we have to divide 49 by 12. Now 12 4s are 48. So if we subtract 48 from 49, we will get 1 as the remainder. We will place this 1 before the next dividend number. So next dividend number is now 16. Because we did subtraction and then division, now time for subtraction again. And whenever we have to subtract, then we have to subtract duplex of the numbers after first square root number. So we have to subtract duplex of 4. Now duplex of 4 is 4 square, that is 16. That means we have to subtract 16. So if we subtract 16 from here, we will get 0. That means nothing is left. That means 64 is the square root of this number. Now this time it is a 6-digit number. Pair them. The partition separating first group from rest of the numbers like this. Now first perfect square number is 25, which is less than 28, and the square root of 25 is 5, and double of 5 is 10, which is the divisor for this calculation. Now we subtract 25 from 28, we get 3. We place this 3 before next dividend number here. So next dividend number is 38. Now time for division. 10 can divide 38 3 times. Remainder is 8. We place this 8 before the next dividend number, 83. Now time for subtraction. Whenever we have to subtract, you can say duplex of the number after this partition or after first square root number. Now there is a single digit number, so we subtract duplex of 3, that is 3 square 9. This gives us 74. Now this is subtraction, and now time for division. 10 can divide 74 7 times and remainder is 4. We place this remainder 4 before the next dividend number. 46 is the next dividend number, and now we have to subtract. Now we have to subtract duplex of the numbers after first square root number. Now this time we are having two numbers after first square root number. So we will subtract duplex of 37 from 46. Now duplex of 37 will be 42. So we will subtract 42 from 46. 4 is left. 10 divides 4 0 times, leaving remainder 4, and we will place this remainder 4 before the next dividend number. Now 49 is the next dividend number, but now time for subtraction, and we have to subtract duplex of these numbers. Because these are three numbers, duplex will be 2 times 3 times 0 plus 7 square, that is 49. So we will subtract 49 from this number. This gives 0, and since there are three groups, we will place a decimal after 3 digits. So 537 is the square root of this number. So this is the technique involving alternatively subtraction and division. Let's do one more example. Again we will group them. Since there are 4 groups, so square root number will be a 4-digit number. Now we separate first group from rest of the numbers like this, and perfect square number below 12 is 9, and the square root of 9 is 3, and double of this 3 is 6. Now 6 will be divisor for this calculation. Now if we subtract 9 from 12, we get 3. We place this 3 before the next dividend number. Now 6 can divide 33 5 times, and the remainder number is 3. We place this 3 before the next dividend number. Now time for subtraction, and we have to subtract duplex of this number. So we have to subtract 25. So 8 is the answer. Now 6 can divide 8 one time, and 2 is remainder. So we place 2 before the next dividend number. Again time for subtraction, and we have to subtract duplex of this number 51. Now duplex of 51 is 2 times 5 times 1, 10. So that means we have to subtract 10 from 24. 14. Now 6 can divide 14 2 times, and remainder is 2. We place this 2 before the next dividend number. Now again time for subtraction, and we have to subtract duplex of 512. That is 2 times 5 times 2 plus 1 square. So 20 plus 1, 21. That means from 21 we have to subtract 21. So 0 will be there. Now 6 divides 0 0 times, and there is no remainder left. From 4 we have to subtract duplex of this number, which is 2 times 5 times 0 plus 2 times 1 times 2. So 0 plus 4, 4. So we have to subtract 4 from this number. Again 0, and 6 can divide 0 0 times. Now again we have to subtract duplex of this number from 4, and duplex of this number is 2 times 5 times 0 plus 2 times 1 times 0 plus 2 square. That means only 4. So we subtract 4 from this number. So we have to subtract 4 from this number, 0. Since there are 4 groups, so after 4 digits we have to place decimal. That means the square root of this number is 3512. So this is how we can find square root of any number. We have to practice doing these calculations in our brain and writing very less on the paper. And now there is a task to practice more problems. Answers are also given to you.